There is a specific kind of financial pain that only new car buyers understand. The moment you realize the vehicle sitting in your driveway is already worth thousands less than what you owe on it. And it happened before your first oil change, before your first road trip, sometimes before your first payment even cleared. I am talking about brand new cars from 2023 and 2024 that turned into regret machines within 12 months. Cars with broken infotainment systems, recalled batteries, phantom warning lights, and dealerships that stopped answering the phone. Some of these vehicles lost 30% of their value before the new car smell even faded. Others became so unreliable that owners were begging dealers to take them back at any price. Today, we are breaking down 12 cars that proved to be more trouble than they were worth in year one, and by the end of this list, you will understand exactly why some of the biggest automakers in the world are quietly hoping you forget these models ever existed. Before we get into the list, if you want to know which cars are secretly draining your bank account, hit subscribe on AutoWorth right now, because we publish breakdowns like this every single week, and turning on notifications means you will never miss a warning before you sign a loan. Number 12. Ford Escape. The Escape is supposed to be the safe, boring choice, a compact crossover for people who just want reliable transportation and nothing dramatic. Instead, many 2023 model year Escapes became a case study in how quickly a mainstream car can turn into a headache. Owners reported persistent check engine lights tied to the turbocharged engine, along with software glitches that caused the touchscreen to freeze mid-drive. Ford issued multiple recalls in the first year alone, covering everything from fire risk in hybrid models to faulty door latches that could pop open while the vehicle was moving. For a car marketed on dependability, that kind of recall history destroyed buyer confidence fast. Some owners described taking their Escape in for a simple oil change, only to be told the vehicle needed weeks in the shop waiting on a back-ordered part, leaving them without a daily driver and scrambling for a rental. Ford's own customer satisfaction surveys for this generation of Escape ranked below the segment average, a rare admission for a nameplate that once sold on trust alone. Resale values dropped noticeably faster than competitors like the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 because used car buyers do their research now. They check recall histories on sites before ever setting foot on a lot, and nobody wants to inherit somebody else's recall nightmare for a used car premium. Number 11. Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. Mercedes wanted this to be the electric flagship. The car that proved German luxury could go fully electric without losing an ounce of prestige. What buyers got instead was a vehicle nicknamed the driving egg for its bulbous shape, paired with an interior full of complicated touch controls that frustrated even tech-savvy owners. The third row is cramped for a vehicle this large. The ride quality does not match the six-figure price tag, and the massive wheels chew through expensive tires at an alarming rate. Owners report replacing tires every 15 to 20,000 miles, at over $1,000 per set, which is a brutal ongoing cost nobody budgets for. Combine that with a used market flooded by expiring lease returns, and EQS SUV values have fallen off a cliff in year one, leaving early buyers stuck with a six-figure depreciation lesson. Some owners have also complained about the driver assistance suite behaving unpredictably in heavy rain, occasionally disengaging without warning on the highway, which is an unsettling experience in a vehicle marketed as one of the safest and most advanced on the road. Number 10. Alfa Romeo Tonale. The Tonale arrived with genuine Italian styling and a promise of driving excitement, but the execution left a lot to be desired. This is essentially the same platform underneath the Dodge Hornet, and it inherited many of the same electrical gremlins, dashboards going dark without warning, infotainment systems freezing or rebooting randomly, and a plug-in hybrid system that some owners describe as unpredictable in cold weather. Alfa Romeo dealerships are sparse in the United States, which means service appointments can take weeks and parts availability is inconsistent. Buyers who wanted a stylish alternative to the usual German and Japanese crossovers instead found themselves explaining to friends why their car was in the shop for the third time in 6 months. One owner described the vehicle refusing to start on 3 separate cold mornings, with the dealership unable to replicate the fault on demand, leaving the diagnosis unresolved for months. Trade-in offers on early Tonale units have come in dramatically lower than owners expected, with some dealers openly admitting they do not want the model on their used lot at all. Resale values have suffered because used car shoppers see an unfamiliar Italian brand paired with a spotty reliability reputation, and that combination scares people away from paying anywhere close to sticker price. Number 9. Cadillac Lyriq. Cadillac positioned the Lyriq as the vehicle that would finally make American luxury EVs relevant again. And on paper, it looked promising: sleek styling, a massive curved screen, and genuinely strong range numbers. Reality introduced a different story. Early production Lyriqs suffered from software bugs that caused the screen to go black entirely, leaving drivers without a speedometer or navigation. Some owners reported the vehicle failing to charge properly, with public chargers rejecting the connection repeatedly. General Motors also had to work through supply issues that created wildly inconsistent build quality between units, so one buyer's Lyriq might be flawless while another owner deals with panel gaps and trim rattles from week 1. As GM ramped up incentives to move unsold Lyriq inventory, the value of first-year models sank quickly, punishing the early adopters who paid full price, hoping to be part of Cadillac's electric comeback story. Owners in colder climates also reported significant range loss during winter months, sometimes losing close to a third of the advertised range, which made longer commutes stressful and forced a reliance on public charging networks that were not always reliable themselves. Number 8. Volkswagen Taos. The Taos was supposed to be Volkswagen's answer to affordable, compact crossovers like the Honda HR-V and Chevrolet Trailblazer, but a troubling engine issue turned it into a cautionary tale. The turbocharged engine used in the Taos has been linked to premature timing chain failures, sometimes occurring well under 50,000 miles, an almost unheard-of failure point for a modern engine. Owners describe rattling noises on cold starts that dealerships initially dismissed, only for the engine to fail completely months later, sometimes outside of warranty coverage due to disputes over maintenance records. Class action lawsuits have been filed over this exact issue, and once word spreads that a compact crossover might need a full engine replacement in year 2 or 3, resale confidence collapses in year 1. Nobody wants to buy a car, new or used, when the engine itself carries a reputation for self-destructing. Number 7. Jeep Compass. The Compass has always struggled with an identity problem, priced like a competitive compact crossover, but never quite delivering the refinement to match. The bigger issue in year 1 ownership has been a string of transmission complaints, with owners describing hesitation, jerking, and delayed response when accelerating from a stop. Jeep's infotainment system in the Compass has also drawn criticism for lagging and disconnecting from Apple CarPlay and Android Auto mid-drive, a frustrating problem for anyone relying on navigation. Stellantis quality control issues across the brand have bled into the Compass, with panel fit and interior material quality falling noticeably behind rivals like the Mazda CX-30 and Kia Seltos. When a vehicle in this price range cannot match the interior quality of cheaper competitors, buyers notice immediately, and used car values reflect that gap within the first 12 months of ownership. Several owners also flagged a persistent grinding noise from the front suspension that dealerships attempted to fix twice without success, leaving the third repair attempt still pending when the vehicle was traded in well below expected value. With Jeep already stretched thin managing recalls across its larger lineup, Compass owners often report waiting far longer than they expected just to get a diagnostic appointment scheduled. Number 6. Jeep Grand Cherokee. The redesigned Grand Cherokee expanded its lineup to include a plug-in hybrid variant, and that variant in particular has generated a wave of owner complaints. Multiple reports describe the hybrid battery system triggering warning lights that leave the vehicle stuck in a reduced power mode, sometimes requiring a tow to the dealership rather than a simple reset. Beyond the hybrid-specific issues, owners across the Grand Cherokee lineup have flagged inconsistent panel gaps, squeaky interior trim, and infotainment freezes that require a full system restart. For a vehicle competing against the Toyota Grand Highlander and Honda Pilot, both known for dependable ownership experiences, these early build quality issues have made cautious buyers think twice. Once a nameplate with this much brand history starts collecting complaints this early, depreciation accelerates, because buyers assume year one problems are just the beginning. Number 5. Land Rover Discovery Sport. Land Rover has a well-known reputation for electrical gremlins, and the Discovery Sport has done little to change that narrative. Owners report dashboard warning lights illuminating for no discernible reason, power liftgates that refuse to open or close on command, and infotainment systems that occasionally reboot themselves while driving. The parking sensors have been flagged for false alerts, sometimes slamming on the brakes unexpectedly in low-speed situations, which is both startling and dangerous in a parking lot full of pedestrians. Maintenance costs for Land Rover products are already among the highest in the industry. And when you combine expensive routine service with unpredictable electrical failures, the ownership math stops making sense very quickly. Used buyers are well aware of Land Rover's reliability reputation, which means Discovery Sport values drop fast, regardless of how good the vehicle looks sitting in a showroom. Independent mechanics often charge a premium just to work on Land Rover products due to the specialized diagnostic tools required, and that reputation alone is enough to make budget-conscious used buyers walk away without even scheduling a test drive. Number 4. Nissan Ariya. Nissan wanted the Ariya to be its electric comeback story, a stylish crossover that would compete directly with the Tesla Model Y and Ford Mustang Mach-E. Instead, the Ariya arrived at the worst possible moment, right as tariffs and shifting incentive rules made imported EVs financially unattractive. Automakers were already discounting EVs to move inventory, and once Nissan slashed prices to compete, early buyers watched their brand-new purchase lose value overnight through no fault of their own. Then came the announcement that sealed its fate. Nissan discontinued the Ariya in the United States entirely, which means no long-term parts support and no manufacturer confidence in the product's future. A car with no future support is a car nobody wants to buy used, and Ariya listings from just 1 year prior are already selling for a fraction of their original sticker price. Owners who purchased near launch have described feeling misled, believing they were investing in a long-term relationship with a major automaker, only to find themselves owning an orphaned vehicle with no clear roadmap for future software updates or parts supply. Number 3. Chevrolet Blazer EV. Few electric vehicle launches have been as chaotic as the Blazer EV. Chevrolet had to halt sales entirely just weeks after launch due to software problems so severe that some vehicles lost power steering and braking assistance while driving. That is not a minor glitch. That is a genuine safety recall that forced a full stop on deliveries while engineers scrambled for a fix. Owners who managed to get their vehicles described charging inconsistencies, with the car sometimes refusing to charge past a certain percentage without a dealer visit to reset the system. When a manufacturer has to pause sales of a brand new nameplate because of a software failure this serious, resale confidence never fully recovers, even after the fix rolls out. Buyers remember headlines, not technical bulletins, and the Blazer EV's headlines were bad from the very beginning. Even after Chevrolet resumed sales, some owners reported the software update process itself taking hours longer than promised, with the vehicle unusable during that window. A poor first impression for anyone trying to convince skeptical friends and family that American electric vehicles had finally caught up to the competition. Number 2. Chrysler Pacifica. The Pacifica has long struggled with reliability, but certain 2023 and 2024 model year units introduced a new level of frustration for minivan buyers. Owners reported the stow and go seating mechanism jamming, leaving families unable to fold or unfold the third-row seats, a significant problem for a vehicle marketed specifically around family practicality. Electrical issues have also plagued the lineup, with dashboard displays flickering, power sliding doors failing to open, and infotainment systems freezing mid-trip. Several owners documented spending weeks at a time without their vehicle, while dealerships waited on back-ordered parts. An infuriating experience for families who depend on a minivan for school runs and daily errands. Stellantis quality concerns across the board have made buyers hesitant to trust any nameplate under that umbrella. And the Pacifica, despite years on the market, has not escaped that shadow. One family described their hybrid Pacifica losing all electric assist function on a highway on ramp, forcing the vehicle into a limp mode with reduced power at the worst possible moment, an experience that understandably shook their confidence in the entire hybrid system. Once stories like that circulate among minivan shoppers, a notoriously safety-conscious buyer group, resale demand softens fast, and dealers respond by lowering trade-in offers across the board. Number 1. Fisker Ocean. If there was ever a car destined to become worthless within its first year, it is the Fisker Ocean. Fisker positioned the Ocean as a bold, tech-forward alternative to the Tesla Model Y, complete with a rotating central touchscreen and solar panel roof that promised extra range from sunlight alone. Then, in June of 2024, Fisker Incorporated filed for bankruptcy, and everything changed overnight. Modern electric vehicles depend on cloud-connected software for updates, security, and even basic functionality. And without a company behind those servers, Ocean owners found themselves driving what amounts to an expensive brick with wheels. Key fobs stopped reliably unlocking the vehicle, driver assistance features shut down entirely, and that signature rotating screen began freezing or going black without warning. Owners who paid over $60,000 for a fully loaded Ocean have watched resale listings drop to a small fraction of that price because buying a car from a bankrupt manufacturer means buying a car with no future, no updates, and no guarantee it will keep working at all. The Fisker Ocean is not just a cautionary tale about electric vehicles, it is a cautionary tale about trusting a startup with your life savings. Bankruptcy trustees eventually auctioned off remaining Ocean inventory at steep discounts just to recover some value for creditors, which means even brand new, never titled Oceans are now selling for a fraction of their original window sticker, a strange and painful outcome for a car that promised to be the future of sustainable driving. That wraps up our list of 12 cars that turned into more trouble than they were worth within their very first year of ownership. From mainstream names like Ford and Chrysler all the way up to luxury badges like Mercedes and Land Rover, proving that no price point is immune to a bad launch year. If one of these vehicles is sitting in your garage right now, we want to hear your experience in the comments, because real ownership stories are exactly what help other buyers avoid these same mistakes before they sign on the dotted line. If this video helped you see the warning signs before spending your hard-earned money, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel keep producing honest breakdowns instead of the sponsored fluff you find everywhere else. And if you have not already, subscribe to Auto Worth so you catch every future warning before it costs you thousands. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.